Okay, welcome back guys. So I'm going to give you a quick tour and then I'm going to explain to you how these TC mechanics work. So as you can see from here, if I just quickly fly around, you can see there's 3 external bases and the central base. So there's a TC in each external and the central base does not have one. The central base upkeep is connected to whichever one of these outside bases you want, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. Firstly, I'm just going to show you how the bases work. So each external one has a few airlocks. So we have a sleeping bag in here. As you can see, this is how the airlocks work, like so. So it can give you quite a bit of protection. We've got a couple of drop boxes up here, and we have another box down here. First garage door. We have some campfires here. They help us walk around. And then as we get deeper, we have a large box there. And if we open this, we have a vending machine of storage, TC, and an extra campfire. Okay, and then if we go up top, up here we have another barbecue, and then up here you just gotta jump up like so. And if we add a gun, there you go, you've got some really nice angles to try and protect your base from. Okay, and obviously you've got these angles on from whichever one you want. So if we move on to the main part of the base, you have this weird wooden structure here which just helps jump into the base. That's me being silly. There we go. So once you're in, there's 3 entrances, one on each side as you can see. But what you can also do is use these doors, open them, so you can open this. So you've got effectively an airlock type of things, stop people going deep on you. And then what I've gone for in here is if you open up all these, it does make it quite open. So you can just, when you're online, you can just leave all these open. That's what I'll do. Just leave them all open. So you've got your research bench and a large here. And then what I've gone for here is storage, lockers, and sleeping bags. Now these sleeping bags aren't great, I'm not gonna lie. They do poke out, so if they were to break this one door, they could effectively see that, but don't worry because we've got sleeping bags downstairs. So they're kind of like little bedrooms slash loot rooms up here. Okay, so still got plenty of movement and freedom. And what we got here, remember if you've got these open, we can go up onto the roof, which is this way, like so. You've got a little bit of protection there. Come out here, and what we've got is we've got some Odawa's Peekdowns. If you don't know what Odawa's Peekdowns are, then I will put a link to his channel and his video down below. They're absolutely insane. As soon as I seen them, I knew straight away I had to use these. Okay, so you've got absolute insane outside Peekdowns all around your whole base. You've got windows all the way around with shutters if you want, and you've even got, if you really want, just if you want really good view and you're not scared of whatever's out there, you've got these little weird tower things that you can go up on if need be. Right, let's get back downstairs and show you the core. So we go down here, and this is our first loot room. So down in here we have 6 large boxes and some small. You can fit another small up there. I don't know why I haven't put that up there. Okay, moving around here we have our workbench and our chair. The reason why I have chairs, I like to not waste all my food and bandages to get health. I like to get it for free. I do recommend picking these up and putting them away at night. Second loot room, we've got 3 large at the top, 3 barbecues, 3 small, and then we've got 2 large, 2 barbecues and 2 small on the bottom. And the good thing about this is it doesn't affect you walking through at all. You just crouch walk and you just go straight through. This is where we've got our sleeping bags for downstairs, and this is the roof bunker. As you can see, yes, they could blow this and they can break your sleeping bag, and they could break your then I've got 2 vending machines in there. They could break them as well, but the good thing is about it is no matter what happens, sorry, where is it there? Even if your bag gets broke, you can place another one in there. And the good thing is say if one of your friends has his bag in there and he's not online, and you really needed to get the loot in those vending machines, you could actually break his bag and place your own bag in there, spawn in, and then all you need to do. Oh yeah, you have a shotgun trap here for self-sealing the bunker with 2 smalls, and then all you do is just pop this here, and you've got your 2 barbecues, 2 vending machines that you just rotate like so for the loot, and then you can get in and out comfortably through here. Okay, so that is basically the tour of the base. So I'll just give you a quick explanation on how the mechanics work. So currently at the minute, like I said, this acts as a connecting piece to this. So that means if I have the wood in on this TC, which we do, this TC will have the upkeep for the whole base. As you can see, that is the upkeep for this small base and the central core. We move over to the next one. Doors are, there we go, open the doors. And this one's connected as well, but it's not actually connected to the central core. I see it only has upkeep for this little base, and this will be exactly the same. Okay, but if you don't want people to know that the one with the roof bunker is the connecting piece, there is a way around this. So what you do is you disconnect this, and all you would do is remove this shelf like so, and you would put a square shelf in. Okay, so now this square shelf is now acting as the connecting piece. So now this TC will be the one, oh, there we go, it's got the whole base. Or you could have done the same, you could have left the triangle in there, and you could have put a square shelf in here and connected this one. Totally up to you guys how you want to do this. And the other good thing is if you get a TC broken and you want to put another one down, let's demonstrate. So we'll break these, okay, and we want to put another TC down, we can. It won't let us put another TC down unless that wood triangle, which is already broken from the demonstration, and this triangle is broken. Once they're both broken, you can then place down another TC. There we go, see? And then all you do then is go back and put your wood back on. Okay guys, so let's move on. Okay guys, let's get straight into this build. So what we want to do is we want to start off with a double floor stack. So to do this, we grab a square foundation, sit it just on your flat surface, preferably that you want to build on, and attach a ramp to the left-hand side. On that, we want to stand on that with this wooden beam, as you can see in between my legs, like now. Once you get that, get a triangle foundation, hold crouch, and look forward. Then you want to sit this one on the flat surface that you're going to place it on. So I'm just going to sit the large beam on that. Now once this is in place, you have two options. You can either take your mouse off the mouse pad now and only use left click, that way you can't move. Or if you're like me, I just hold my mouse firmly into the mouse mat and don't move it. So all I'm going to do is still holding crouch, I'm going to left click, and then I'm just going to strafe right. And then once it goes blue, just walk it back in and click again, and that should be it. Okay, just to double check, no gap there, and we've got a nice tight floor stack there. Okay, so we're going to go with break all of this. Okay, once that's done, what we want to do is we'll make this low one a little bit higher. So we're going to do this, break this one, and then raise it up. And the reason for that is we want to make it stone, and we want to make sure it can't be broke, and we want it at a higher place for later on. Okay, so let's now break this one. So this was the higher one, so we're going to go off this first, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then triangles 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll make this wood. I mean, you can go straight stone if you want. Break this on the way back, and then we're going to come back off this. Oh, where's that glitching out? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one there. Make that all work. Break these. So we've got one. Now we need to do this 2 more times. So we're going to come around here like so, and now as you can see, we can go off of this direction. So again, this was the higher one. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would. And again, 2, 4, wood. And then lastly, we want to come off this way, this direction, so we just go 1, 2, and then we can just break all these and do the same again. 4, wood. This one. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to secure the TCs. So there's a few ways to do this. There's the cheap and easy way, the quick way, depending on how much loot you got. If not, you might want to seal it the other way. So let's just show you what I mean. So firstly, the way I would probably do it is I would do this. Okay, just make this stone, and I'll chuck my garage door on. And then we're going to put a twig here just for placement, and we're going to stick the TC in this back corner like so. Tuck it in there, and we're not putting a roof on. So your options are, you don't put a roof on like me, because I would plan on getting these other 2 up and then get them built as quickly as possible. Or you put a wood roof on and then you'll have to soft pick them out. Or the other option is we can do this. Okay, so we need these on. Okay, but we need a high foundation, so we're gonna make these things now. Okay, so we'll just come around here like so, and then we'll make this stone, 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 and then all you need to do is put some doors here like so, and a triangle there. Okay, And what that allows you to do now, we'll put a roof on, okay? It's not the best, but that is another option you can have. If you don't want to leave it exposed, if you think someone's going to get to it, you can do that. So what I'll do is I'll just go and put the TCs down on these, and then we'll build one up, which you'll have to replicate 3 times, okay? Okay, there we have it, guys. So we've got 3 TCs down, and like I said, do it however you feel you want to do it. Okay, now I've already started this one, but it was a bit rushed, so we'll leave that one, and I will show you how to build one, let's say over here. Okay, so this is what you're going to want to build properly. So we've got our TC in here, as you can see. So remove this thing. I'm going to go foundation here. I'm going to make all this sheet. Okay, so this is what you're going to want it to end like. Okay, then what you can do is if you get a vending machine and just bring it forward here, like so, and then rotate it, that's going to be tucked in there nicely. So you've got some storage in the main room, and you can also chuck extra storage as well there. Not many slots, but it's extra. Okay, so let's get the floor plan down, and then we will get this built up. So now we need to come off this higher foundation here, this one, and we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one we're going to need to make stone. So, and then we need to come round off this and make these 2 stone here. Okay, and then we do the same round the other side, and then I'll float that down. Give you the bird's eye. Let's fly up and have a look. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is the floor plan that you want. Obviously the metal ones are the low ones, and the stone ones are the high ones. So we can get rid of these now. We can't leave them, they're no harm. Tidy it up. Okay, so what we want to do now is start on this side over here, and we want 3 single doors. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go walls all the way around. But instead of going here, we're going to do this one. Okay, so this one stone. You would obviously chuck some doors on, and the way I do this is I have the first door open inwards, which like kind of acts as like a airlock. Second one doesn't really do anything, but if you do this third one that opens this way, you then technically have another type of airlock. Okay, so that kind of covers the front. Next, what you want to do is we want to get our floating shelf in here. You can just make this wood, like so. And then the best way to get up there, I find, is using a furnace. Just get a furnace on the floor, tucked in here. Might have to move it in a bit, but it will definitely help. So we can just jump up, nice and easy, and then we'll get the visuals. So what we want to do here is triangle, 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 triangle. Okay. Then what we want is triangle frames here, and then triangle joining it in the middle. And just for visuals, so you guys can get it, understand it a bit easier. So like I said, it's stone around the outsides. These are all sheet metal, but there is one thing we need to place, which is in here as well. You have to look around to get them. There you go. And make them sheet as well. Okay. Once that's done, we come over to the hole, and we're going to put a full wall. This one can be a bit funny. So, and 2 half walls, and then on top we're going to put a triangle, triangle, and a triangle. Okay. So this back one all needs to be stone, and then these can be wood. Okay. So then we're just going to chuck some half walls on here and here and make these stone. Now here comes the trickiest part of the build. You get low walls, and this is This is where you can have problems. I have had it where it won't let me place this one here before, and I have had it where these ones here are a pain to place. Okay, I don't know why, it's totally random every time I build it. I do have a lot of success sometimes coming underneath. See, like so. Just place them underneath, and then they can be wood, and then hopefully it'll let us place the other ones. So, just bear in mind, sometimes this can be weird and there is no logical explanation for it. Okay, but most of the time you should be fine. Alright, so let's move on. So up here, you stand up here on the roof, grab a triangle roof, and you have to jump. And when you're at the top of your jump, it will let you go blue. Okay, same here. Boom, like that. Just make these wood. This is what it's looking like from the outside at the minute. Okay. And all we need to do is furnish the inside. And what I do in here is they make walking a lot easier. And the same in here. Just pop one at the back there and one here. Campfires, they just make moving in and out super easy. I do always pop a small there, and we're gonna have to remove these. So what we can do now is put a full wall, half wall, and a floor. Okay, break that half wall, and then we can make this sheet metal, and we can just make this stone. And then what we're going to do is get some storage. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to come up here. Grab a large box. I'm going to place this in here. I've got a feeling actually I'm missing something out. Sorry, my bad. We do need the door frame in here in stone with the garage door on. Do it this way around. That's too much. Okay. If you don't do it in that order, you won't be able to place the box. And I know what you're thinking. You just seen it at the same time as me. Like, what's that gap? What's that gap? You should know by now what the gap is. Okay, so we're going to leave that box because this is where we are going to be placing the connectable piece, like so. Being a bit weird. There we go. Okay, so that's our connectable piece, and there we go, guys. So we've got some decent storage in there, and we've just got to do this last bit over here. And what I do is I grab two of these, two barbecues, one with a box underneath. Oh, why am I such problems with that? So confused. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't get in our way. And then what we do over here is we get two furnaces tucked up in these corners. Sometimes they can be a bit tricky to place, but you do need them right in the corners, otherwise you have problems jumping up. See, luckily I didn't have any problems then. So let's just grab a gun and I'll show you what the views are like. Okay, so you just jump straight up. And when you're crouched, you've got a nice long view like so. And if you stand up, you've got angles like that. And from the outside, they can't really see a great deal. Okay. Easy access to that, easy access to that. And that is basically it, guys. That is it. It's cheap, cheerful, and it has quite a lot of good perks to it, so it's really nice. Okay, so you need to replicate that 3 times. Okay, actually I'll keep that for later. And let's get on to the central core. Let's remove. Okay, so as for the core, I like to build the outside shell first to make it safe, and then start furnishing the inside. Okay, so if I speed this up with some build grade. go. So the bottom floor is all going to be sheet metal. So the way I do this, we're going to come around here, like so, and then we're going to put the high ones in, like that. Half walls at the bottom, and then we're going to go all the way around the outside with these. And while we're at it, probably should have done this before. We should have secured these. So all you do to secure these is go 1, 2, like so, and put a roof in and make that HQM. Okay, should have done that earlier. That is my bad. Okay, and then a roof on there. And make sure you don't leave those in, because we are going to be attaching roofs on in sheet metal on this side. Okay, so I should have done that before we moved on to anything else, because it's quite important. You want to get these on quite quickly. Okay, so this is what you want to be replicating on this side. So let's get back onto the core, and as you can see, this is what the core is going to look like. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start with this side here, and we're going to put 2 walls hard side facing in and a wall on this side. Okay, so this is where our drop down is going to be, and this is where our roof bunker part's going to be, so you're going to have to go all the way around. Okay, so this is how it works. Bear in mind, on this side here as well, you do want to quickly get, I mean, you could do this should be twig, so grade 1. I hate when you can't see. There we go. So, grade 0, my bad. Yeah, just get this in now. You can just pop that in there and make that stone. Okay, it's just handy to do now before. Okay, that'll stay there now. Okay, and as for going up the jump ups, we put 2 furnaces like so, and let's carry on furnishing so we can get our floor on. Go all the way around. Metal. There we go. So we basically floor the whole thing apart from that centerpiece. So now on the centerpiece, now we do another 2 walls, but this time we do them hard side facing out, and we make them stone. Okay, and once we've done that, you can chuck your garage door on there, like so. And we can do one down here. In fact, I probably shouldn't have done that. I think I messed up on the one upstairs. We should have put a half wall in there first. Hopefully that hasn't messed anything up for you guys. There we go, like so. So that is now our entrance to go down, and then we're going to have an entrance to go up. And we're going to do the same here. We're going to go with the 2 furnaces. It's like, not like usable honeycomb, well kind of. It's like you're using something you need to get up to a higher platform. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put single door frames on every side here on the square foundations, and then we're just going to wall off the others, and then we're going to make these stone. Then what we're going to do is you want double door frames either side of these. Okay. Like so. And the reason we do this is we can pop our garage door on here, and then we want these single doors open inwards, like so. And then what you want is your double doors opening towards the single door. And this is why. anti go deep protection, and also if someone does start breaking through your doors and you open these doors do cost slightly more to break when they are open. Okay, oops, that's the wrong way around. There we go, guys, like so. So while we're at this stage, before I quickly go seal the top, jumping in this base can be done, but it is a bit of a pain. So, but don't worry, I've got that covered. Okay, so what we do is we want a little wood frame like so, and then a triangle frame here. Okay, and then just make this wood. You could make it stone if you really wanted, but I found wood's fine. So this is what it looks like, and you're probably thinking, what the hell is that? And it is easy way to get up. Okay, super easy. Okay, let's move on. So we go up to the next level, which is nice and easy. And on this level we can go floor out, and then we can go up again like so. Make this stone, and we can put our door on there. There we go. Okay, so now let's build the top floor. So to build the top floor, you need square, square, and a square. Okay. So on each side again, we're putting a square, and then on each side of each square, put 2 triangles. Okay. Make these triangles all stone. Leave the square twig, and you'll see why in a minute, because I'm using Odawa's Peekdowns. Okay, so then what you do then is you get the ramp, and you rotate it. When it goes blue, rotate it and look up, and then you put another one, join onto it, and make these both sheet metal, and then just remove the twig. Okay. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around here with some windows. So. And you can go put window bars, window shutters, and totally do whatever you want with this. And there's one other thing we have to do before we can put the last walls on. Okay, so down here we can't put a wall on here, which we need it. We need that protection. So what you have to do is you need a frame and a double wall frame. Okay, and we make these stone, and that will allow us to put a wall there and make it. Okay, so you go around and do that on all sides. There we go, guys. So that allows us to put the last few pieces on there. Then what you want to do is you'd have to jump over onto here and get a triangle roof, place that, go on the triangle roof up to the top, and place that one, and make these wood as well. Okay? And we do that on all sides. I'm just going to speed it up and do it this way. So and then last but not least, to make it easier to get up on these, just put some triangles like so. Make them wood. Okay, so that is upstairs done as well. So let's get back downstairs to the important parts and start furnishing downstairs. Okay, so first up, what we want to do is we want to get down here done. Okay, so down here let's sort this out, and we'll get barbecues. Okay. There we go. Right, so let's try and speed this up if we can. So what we want is barbecues first, and we put 2 barbecues this side near the entrance, and I'll show you the reason for that in a minute. So, and then you want some large boxes, and we'll just get 2 in like so. And I don't think we can get anything in there because we've got sheet metal floors, which seem to be wider. And what that allows us to do is put this in. So underneath there we've got 2 large and 2 barbecue, and then on the back here what we're going to do is we're going to go for the 3 barbecues and 3 small boxes, which you do 2 barbecues, 2 small, and then you can put another barbecue in front with another small on. Okay, so that covers that. And then up the top here, I'm pretty sure we can get 2 large. I can't remember how I got them on. I think that's how you do it there. 1. I think you can get another one in, and then I think we can get. You might have to stand on a box or a sleeping bag here just to raise it. I'm just going to do it shortcut. Oh, I'm moving too fast. There we go. You get a small on there as well. All right. Then what we would do is put the garage door on. So then we're going to go here and we're going to do pretty much a similar type of thing in this loot room. Okay, so let's go for 2 barbecue, 2 large. I think there is another method in one of my older videos where I can get more storage in here, but I'm just going for ease at the minute rather than getting too complicated because floor stacking isn't that easy. So we've got some storage there, and then what we got to do here is we need a floor piece in there, which is a bit of a problem because we're going to have to go like this. All there, put that there, which should allow us to pick up our furnaces, place a triangle there, and then we can place our triangle to make this stone. And the reason why this has to be a triangle as well is because it cannot connect to the roof piece that is going to go onto this wall. You can have it as this one if you want. I mean, it's optional. You need to make it like you can put one here, here. But I like to put one round here where my roof bunker is going to be, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay. So let's carry on furnishing. So what we're going to do down here is we're going to do the 3 barbecues, 3 small, and up top we're going to do that, and then up the top here we should be able to get 2 large, I think, and a small again. There we go, and then you should be able to get a small up here. I have to mess around. There we go. Okay. So what we've got now is where we want our roof bunker. So to do this, I found we're going to use. I don't like using vending machines, but this is what we're going to use. Okay, so you get one tucked in there and another one tucked in here, and then you can rotate them when you want to use them. You always have to go into the shop first once before it lets you rotate it, and then you got your storage. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a roof piece here and door frame here. Take this sheet and this sheet, and then we're going to put a roof piece in like so, and that's how we get in and out. Now some people might think, oh, I'm going to put my sleeping bag down in here like so. So you'd have your sleeping bag in here. People are going to think, oh yeah, but my sleeping bag gets broke, how am I going to get in there? You can just place it from the outside. And that's why I've gone for the vending machines, in all honesty, because we needed the space. We couldn't go shelves because we wouldn't be able to put the sleeping bag in. And I wanted this type of bunker, so it is a suicide bunker. People can see what's in there. They can make a conscious decision if they want to raid you to get there. But for me, even if the person who's got the bag in the suicide bunker wasn't online, you could destroy his bag and you could put your own bag in and you could get in there if needs must. Okay, and then what else we can do in here is we can grab a shotgun trap, and this will help with sealing the bunker if you left it open and someone got in. So you just want this tucked into the corner like so, and then you should be able to get a couple of small in here like so, without it interfering with the roof. There you go, you can still place the roof. So you've got the shotgun trap, and the good thing is the shotgun trap, you can't see it. So what will happen is if someone did come in, it's either going to kill them or it's going to potentially lock them in or lock them out. So that's how the roof bunker works. And the good thing is the roof bunker actually acts as our connecting piece to the TC. So as you can see, this one isn't connected yet. As soon as we connect it up, and this would be protected. It's got the whole base upkeep on it, so that's the main big base upkeep, and then we break this. See, the big base isn't connected. And I think, oh, we've got to do the second floor. So that's pretty much the whole layout of this. Granted, you've got these extra spaces here. You've got these extra spaces. I mean, you can chuck more garage doors in if you want, make it stronger, but like this. Up to you. For me, I think it would be nice to have, because we haven't got we've got bedrooms upstairs, but they're not very well protected. You can get some sleeping bags up here. I think the best way to place them is like this. Get like 3 bags. Okay, so you got like, it's like you could spawn downstairs and then we'll go upstairs. And you got this space here. You could put like your workbench. Probably better on the other one. And okay, like so. So let's go upstairs. So for me, I went with the same option on all 3 of these. I put a repair bench on this side, and then on the other side, which this side here, I went with the blueprint table, research bench, and then obviously everyone knows the standard procedure with the research. I don't know why they just don't make the research bench have a large box built in underneath it. Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to, I went for three loot room / bedrooms for these. So the way to do this is a half wall and a triangle, make that stone, and then I went for a locker here. This can be very hard to place, this locker, okay? Oh, let's not have this again. Ah, there we go. But we do want it a bit blue, like over to the right a bit more. There we go. There it is. Do you see it jump to the right then a little bit? That's what you want, I think. So then when we go up here, oh my god, what is that? My jumping tick. We should be able to get the large box in. Come on. There we go. We got the large box in. And then you can stand on something and get a small in as well. There we go. So, and then last but not least, we place our sleeping bag. Unfortunately, like I said, the sleeping bag isn't great. Probably would have been better. Now the bad thing about this sleeping bag is the fact that someone could raid one door and potentially see the sleeping bag. I mean, even if you close it, they can still see it. But for me, they're handy, but it's okay because you should have something else downstairs. Right, I think that's it, guys. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, well, if you've made it this far, sorry if I yapped on, but I do like to try and explain the reasons and why I do things and everything. Yeah, so if you did make it this far, Yeah, thanks, and I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys laters. Okay guys, so just this couple of quick optional extras. Now I do recommend putting some external TCs out here. So just build out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 6? Yeah. Okay, 6. And chuck an external TC down. Don't cost much. And like I said, pop a TC in there. Oh, sorry, my bad. You got to disconnect it. There we go. Got to disconnect the front one first to stop the range bubble coming out. So all you want to do is chuck look, 12 days is 1k. Seal it up, just 1k. I mean, if it's a weekly wipe, that covers it. Look, 8 days is 1,000. So I do recommend doing that, one on each side. And the reason for this is if they raid this and break your TC, okay, they can't replace the TC in here because of they have to go around and break all the woods on each one. But they could put an external TC out about here, okay. So if they were to do that, that would technically be griefing this one little base, because then you wouldn't able to replace your TC. But by putting this external TC here, it means that they can't put a TC anywhere, and basically means that you can rescue your base. And the other optional extra I've come up with is this weird little wood thing here. And it's not perfect by any means, but it does serve a purpose, okay? So what you can do is you can just jump up here. It's not really used for coming out this way, but if you wanted to export loot back into your base, you could just come up here and be a bit safer. If you think no one's around, then you just jump down here and go straight in, okay? So that's one reason to have it, but the main reason is if you want to log off, it depends how you want to play this base. Do you want to play it having all your main loot in the central base? I recommend not. Maybe split some of your loot, put some of it in to these. So all you do is you come up onto the roof, and with the loot that you want to put into your little TC, and without having to go outside and risking dying, you can just drop into this, okay, and then hopefully there'll be no one in here, and then you just go into your base that way and stash your loot for the night. Then you go back in your base, get some more loot, do it in this one, go into your base and do it into that one. Okay, it just means that you haven't got all your eggs in one basket. So they're just the little optional extras that I come up with that I didn't actually put into the main build. Okay guys?